Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time now for us to talk about how to make iron using iron ore. We have already spoken about the tools, the raw materials and the ingredients that are required in this process. So now it's time to start putting all those pieces together in order to see if we can be able to get the iron that we need to make our tools at home. So first of all, we have already spoken about the iron ore. We said iron ore is a rock that contains iron minerals. So you can collect it from nature, you can mine it from iron mines, or purchase it from a supply store. There are some stores that do supply iron ore, rather either in rock form or in powder form, but we prefer the one that you get in powder form because it is easier to handle, it is easier to process. So what you do with the iron ore, you have to crush it into smaller pieces so that it can be easier to burn. So we did show you the rock crusher that can be used, or if you don't have a rock crusher, then you can use a hammer to crush the iron ore into smaller pieces. Make sure that you wear some protective clothing equipment, especially to protect your face and your eyes, because as the smaller rocks that you'll be crushing can move at very high speeds, and if they come back into your face, they can injure you, your eyes, your teeth, and they can actually cause serious injuries. Let's not just get into details with that, but yes, you just need protective equipment and clothing just to protect your eyes, your flesh and your limbs in this process. So from here now comes the most important stage. You have to heat the iron ore. So you have to take the crushed iron ore into the furnace and then heat it to a high temperature of about 300,000 Fahrenheit degrees Fahrenheit. So how you do this, you have to use special types of fuels that can burn to a high temperature. In villages, people use firewood. It's not going to be as hot as required. You use stronger fuels like coal. You use stronger stronger fuels like charcoal and others, and natural gas if you happen to have it. It's very, very effective for this purpose. So once you get those high temperatures, then you can be able to use to burn the iron until it melts, because what we want is the iron to reach a melting point. So after that, then you can just start removing the impurities, because as the iron ore heats up, impurities such as silica and other minerals are going to form what you call a slag that can be removed from the molten iron. Remember, the rock that contains iron, molten iron, does not only contain iron only, it also contains many other materials, because we are going to take it out of the ground. So everything else is going to form at the top, and then iron is dense by nature, so it is going to collect at the bottom. Just grab them from the top and then remain with pure iron. After that, then you can then start collecting the molten iron. This is the iron in its liquid form. So once the impurities have been removed, you collect the iron in a mold to cool and solidify. After that, then you refine the iron. If desired, you can further refine the iron by heating it and beating it with a hammer to remove any remaining impurities. After that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the final stage. Once the iron has been refined, it can then be used for various purposes, such as crafting tools or decorating decorative items. So the next video is going to show you what we are talking about, especially in terms of making iron using iron ore. This is the main method of getting our iron, because it uses the main raw material, which is iron ore. We're going to show you alternative methods if you don't have iron ore, but this is the main one. So it is a little bit expensive, and governments do control the mining activities surrounding iron sometimes, so you might need a license to do this and heavy equipment. So if you do not have anything this kind of equipment, then the next lesson is also for you. So please, let's watch the video first, and then we're going to talk about what can we do alternatively if we cannot mine iron from the ground ourselves. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.